I just came out from the water. I was out testing some free race sails, and I'm preparing now for tomorrow morning because the forecast looks good. Looks like strong in the beginning, then dropping down towards the afternoon, which makes it a perfect day for filming. What I am preparing is actually for you to see the differences between using an aluminium boom and the lower content carbon mast against a 100% mast and a full carbon boom on the same sail. I'm going to use a free race sail, which is the no-cam AC0, is the slalom no-cam. I chose that sail because it still gives a lot of performance as a pure race sail, and that's where you can feel, let's say, this differences in the quality of the carbon equipment or aluminium. But you can also relate the test then to using free ride equipment, or of course to the race equipment. So it's a sail in the middle which will give it the correct result to whatever rig you have, and in the moment you will have to choose whether you want to save a little bit of money or to have what we call the rig components, which should give the maximum performance. So the aluminium boom, it's 180 long, and as I'm going to use a 6.9, so tomorrow morning probably is going to be pretty powered early in the morning, and so a 6.9 with a 180 boom, and on the 6.9 with the carbon equipment I'm going to have the 170 carbon boom. The mast is a 77, is the K77. Is 77% carbon. It's still made in Italy, so the quality is still really good. The curve that it has is a bit different to what we have in our K93 and K100s, because practically it has a curve where the base is a bit softer for strong wind conditions, so that you have a bit more comfort, and in the middle of the mast, the MCS is a bit stiffer, so that what you lose in the stiffness at the base, you will gain in the IMCS. Therefore, you will have a very comfortable mast, which would actually follow the curves of many sail brands, so it's compatible to many sail brands. In the longer versions, you have a stiffer base and a softer MCS in the center, so that you can actually have power at the base thanks to the stiffness at the bottom, and the IMCS being softer, it's an easy and lighter sail to pump. And this would also fit to a lot of sail brands, most sail brands. It's a compatible mast for everyone, and the price cost of this is just a few euros, over 300 euros. So when you combine the price of the mast, the K77, with the aluminium boom, you will have a very different result to when you combine the cost of the K100 and the full carbon boom. So I'm going to put now all the same components also on the boom, because here I have an uphole at the moment, I have outholes on this, so it's really like two different worlds. But I will put on both the booms just the normal rope. I will not use any outholes, and so that we have the setting the same on both sails. I'm going to take out the uphole because I don't have a second uphole, so I'm just going to take it out from this one, and also because the uphole is actually giving, let's say, it's destroying a little bit the profile of the sail. So to feel the real performance of the rig, it's better to go without the uphole. We have two 6.9s, so it's the slalom no-cam racing sail, and we have rigged them with two different rig components. So on my left side I have the AC069 with one aluminium boom and a carbon mast of 77%. On the other side I have the 6.9 rigged with the same mast length, so 430, but in 100% carbon and a full carbon boom. And I'm here today with Francesco, with Andrea, who are going to help me test, to let you know which are the difference between the two rig components on the same sail. So Francesco, today is your first...
My first session of the year. I'm really excited. We will try these two sails. Same sail with different components. It would be nice.
Andrea Zani, you already met him in my latest video where we compared the ACF with the AC0, the differences, and today he's here with us again to test the sails. So we talked before about numbers, about costs. What is the difference between having an aluminium boom, a lower content mast, or a full carbon rig components?
It's a pretty big difference because one kit with aluminium costs around 1,300 euro in total, and the carbon one is 2,300. So the difference is 1,000 euro.
1,000 euro difference, yes. So it's a lot. I mean, it's we could say almost 50% more.
It's
almost.
a lot, and I'm looking forward to
more,
see
more.
If the difference is so big also in performance.
Yes, so we could compare this like having a race bike with aluminium wheels and a race bike with carbon wheels almost.
Yes, absolutely.
But yes, the difference is 1,000 euros a lot. I mean, you could buy another sail with that money.
Absolutely.
Yes. So soon it will be windy, and it's already starting. It's already like 15 knots. You should get up to 20 knots. So we should have enough wind for the 6.9s to go testing.
Let's
do
go for it.
Let's go. It was nice and windy. We had winds up to maybe 25 knots also, 22, 23 knots. And so we were powered on the 6.8s. We also had some lighter winds outside, so we could try both the sails in all conditions. And what was the first feeling you had? Exactly the first feeling when you switched from the carbon, full carbon boom to the 100% mast to the aluminium boom and the 77% mast. What was the direct feeling that you felt?
The carbon boom and carbon mast is more reactive and more stable.
So when you got the gas, you were actually feeling like stability and acceleration?
Definitely, yes.
Yes.
It's more a feeling of a race rig.
Yes. And you, Francesco?
I first tried the carbon one, carbon boom and carbon mast.
100% mast, yes.
Exactly, and then I switched to the aluminium, 77 and aluminium boom.
Yes.
I felt, when I switched, I felt a more powerful sail.
With aluminium boom.
With aluminium boom, exactly.
This is happening because when the aluminium being softer, when you enter into the gust, it's actually like kind of letting go more than a carbon boom. So the power you get is because when it gets wider, the boom is shortening, and when it shortens, you actually like have like less outhold as well. That's why you feel more power.
Yeah, exactly. But with the carbon one, I was more comfortable, and like Andrea said, it was more reactive.
Yes.
Like carbon is.
So Andrea, we saw that the difference between having 100% carbon mast against the 77, having 100% carbon boom against the aluminum boom, it's 1,000 euro difference, right? On
Yes.
the water, would you say that this is 1,000 euros difference?
In terms of performance,
Yes.
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 So let's say that you want to race against guys who have like full slalom sails, race sails with cambers, and that they have also, let's say, the full yes, like everything 100%, but and you want to go race against them with the 100%, let's say, components compared to the aluminum boom and the less. Would you be more competitive, or would you feel that you could be competitive as well with the aluminum boom? And
No, you can be competitive, but is the feeling is totally different. If you are used to use camber sails and the kit, slalom kit, you want rigidity for sure and reaction. So it's worth to spend a little bit more money.
more money. But let's say that you're not racing against these guys which have the slalom, full slalom kits with the race sails, and
So
you just go out on the weekend and you want to enjoy. You're not interested to go super overpowered. Would it still make sense to spend this extra 1,000 euros? So
No. If you are not used to the performance kit, let's say, and you want to have fun, is absolutely fantastic. The 70% boom mast and aluminum boom, because you don't reach the level of your rig, or you don't touch you don't search the performance. So if you are searching for the fun, you can have it with the aluminum
aluminum boom.
boom. Yeah.
I'm kind of a fan of the aluminum boom because I won a Defi Wind in 2013, and I was actually on an aluminum boom. I didn't have a carbon boom on small sail, and I was managing to win. So you think that the aluminum boom is the biggest difference in the rig, or is it the carbon less content mast which makes the biggest difference? I mean, if you had to choose between having less content carbon or having an aluminum boom, or having, let's say, the full carbon and boom and the 100% mast, what would you sacrifice? Having therefore carbon boom or aluminum boom, or the higher percentage mast? What would be
I would sacrifice the boom.
the boom? So you would go with less carbon content in the mast, but go with a
Yes.
carbon boom.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's a very interesting point. How about you, Francesco?
Well, I believe that, like you said, it depends on what you want to do in the water. So if you want to race, you have to choose the all carbon equipment. But if you want to go out at the weekend, if you want to be comfortable, you have to, and you want to spend less, you can choose the aluminum boom and the 77% mast.
So in the end, from what I understand, is that there's not something bad or something good. Let's say depending on your target, depending on what your level is, depending what you want to do.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to race, you want to go fast like the other guys, which are full into racing, and you don't want the hassle of camps. Like let's, for example, on a no camp sail, then you can still go for full carbon content rig components. If you just want to have fun and free ride with the stuff, you will still enjoy a lot.
Yeah.
Staying on the water with an aluminum boom, less content mast, and saving that 1,000 euros.
Yes.
So that was, I think, what our viewers wanted to know. So we had fun. It was great. Thank you very much for helping
Thank
me
you, Andrea,
testing.
Thank you.
Let us use these sails.
Thank you very much.